Okay.
Sounds like a Monday night crowd.
Okay.
Yeah, we back.
Sounding every bit like a Monday night
Let's
crowd.
get it.
They are in here.
Yes.
I hear a few of those popsicles made. I hear some
Ticket
popsicles.
sales
Popsicles.
up.
I hear some popsicles in there. They're frozen.
Popsicles in the building.
Popsicles.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Welcome to the Me and D Monday Night NFL Wrap-Up Show. I'm your host, David Johnson, along with
Dave Jr. was happening.
what's happening, along with
AM and a PM, Dre and a half.
Dre in the house. And who else we got? Who we got?
Let's go. It's the kid. He's always here. Let's go.
It's the
The
kid.
kid is here. He's in the building, so we can go
Kid in
ahead and
action.
get it chopping up. On the Me and D Pops and Son podcast, we have a segment that's called It's a Wrap.
It's a wrap.
And I got one that's similar to that. It's called You're Done, Son.
You're done, son.
You're done, son. Teams who have no chance of doing much of the rest of the
No
season.
chance.
And I'm going to start with my own team, the 49ers. They're done,
Damn.
son.
You think
They're
they done, son? You
Yeah,
think they done, son?
They can still win the West,
Ayuk?
but I don't see them doing much
A
you know,
Super Bowl.
outside of that. They can
Yeah.
still make the playoffs.
What if DMT come back? DMT.
They say he's supposed to come back after the bye
They
week.
need him to come
I'm gonna
back.
say he's tracking well. I think for
Yeah,
for a
he's
comeback.
trending well, but I'm just thinking Debo's probably out for the next 3 weeks.
Y'all gonna
That
need a
pneumonia,
y'all gonna need a wide
flu.
receiver. Y'all gonna have to call
Need a wide receiver.
MBS. Call Valdez Scantlin in right now. And
I wanted them to go after
Scanlon?
Devontae for real.
Yeah.
I really wanted them to go after Devontae.
Aren't they?
And that was before the injuries.
For
But,
For sure.
but anyway, so I'll say a team and you all see if you agree or disagree. So Jets,
Now
cook
you
done, son.
You're done,
done,
son.
son.
You're
Yeah.
done, son.
Done.
I don't see him. I don't see him beating the Bills.
I don't
mean,
either.
Just they just look so frustrated. It don't
Winning
matter
it.
what
They're
they
not gonna win
do
that
right.
division.
They can't do anything right. It's nothing
It's
but
just not
wrong.
looking good.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
Woody pushed all his chips in. They got Hassan Reddick coming back,
I know.
and that's still not going to be enough.
All the chips
It's
all
really
the chips.
it's really coaching.
and dip.
But the thing that
No
I don't
coach.
like about what he did is you fired Salah, and then you
Holla.
make these moves to improve the team. Why didn't you give him that same opportunity
Exactly.
unless
Why
you
didn't
thought
you
he
give him
wasn't going to be able to
Devontae?
do anything?
Right. That's what I'm saying. At least you would have just have a head figure there.
Yeah. That's what they were saying though.
No
because
pun
That's just
intended.
another
because
point.
now the interim head coach who was having the defensive duties and stuff,
Yep.
responsibility, he's having too much on his plate now. So
Yeah.
now everybody's even more frustrated. It's like when one person's out at the job
And
and
you
you
got
you got to do it for a little bit just for that 1 week, and now you're frustrated because you got to do your stuff and you got to help out
And their
with their
stuff.
stuff. That's just too much. You know how it is. They're just asking too much, and
And
Aaron,
at
Aaron
that
Rodgers is
level-
not willing to step up and play a little bit harder to compensate some of that
Well,
frustration.
he's gonna throw him under the bus. That
Yeah,
He's
that's
throwing
the hardest
everybody.
one.
He's throwing the
Right.
water
Quarterback
boy
don't
up
even
under
got
the
it.
No,
bus.
the water was warm.
Man, I asked for a 1 piece of ice. He put 2.
He throwing everybody on the bus, which I don't
He's
like.
throwing everybody.
He was almost gonna be on my sit your ass down last week because I'm like, Aaron,
I
God,
swear.
dang,
No
he's gonna
accountability.
throw no accountability.
Right, but he
He
keeps
probably
talking
ain't
about
effort.
accountability.
He does. That's the irony of it because
Yeah, he's the main one
master.
talking about accountability, but he
Like,
won't take
dang.
any of it.
But he
I
ain't
swear.
taking none of it.
Next team, Giants.
Oh, yeah.
Done,
They're
son.
You
done.
done,
Done.
son.
done.
Browns.
They couldn't even get a throw off.
You done, son.
You're
You're
definitely
done.
done, son.
Jameis Winston, he ain't.
He's a
come
good
on.
locker room guy. He's a good rah-rah guy, but there's a reason why he's the backup.
He had him
Everywhere
under,
he
they had him
goes.
under
He's the- everywhere
DTR though.
he
That's
goes.
even crazier. Like
Every
why he
other
had to come in?
video,
I thought DTR was going
no
crazy
matter
though, for
where
a
I
second.
go,
Yeah.
you
Makes the
getting no-
same
Right,
throw.
you make the same throw.
Dolphins. Done, son.
Oh, you're done.
Done.
Tua's
You're
supposed
done.
to come back.
Tua's supposed to come back this week.
Man.
And he's going to be done, son, after
No,
about
that-
2 games.
No, his concussion's so bad they just keep telling him that. He's like, "Oh yeah, you be back next week. Oh, you be back next week. Hey, you can be back next week." He was
He
like,
keeps
"I'm-
forgetting that he's
Oh,
supposed
He's
okay.
forgetting his stuff. He's so-
I'm coming back.
He forgetting he's supposed to start.
yeah.
Oh,
they're
you be
like,
back next week.
next, he's, wow.
All they
if
got to
you
do
be back-
was string it out about, 8, 9 more weeks.
Right. They
Tyreek
can do
Hill
it.
one reception for 8 yards like that.
Woo.
Jalen
That's
Waddle
ridiculous.
had 1 reception.
Woo.
what
At
cracks
some
me
point
up
on the
is
coach.
prior
Odell
to the,
0 for 0. 2
prior to
targets.
the trade deadline. Well, I guess we haven't reached the trade deadline yet, but Tyreek was pushing for that extension. He said he told his agent, "Don't trade me, don't put me up for trade talk." But I'm wondering what he's feeling now because
He
even
needs
if
to go.
Tua comes back, they're done, son.
He just
Yeah.
has too much trouble in Miami.
Yeah, it's too much,
It's
too
too
many
much to do.
temptations.
Yeah, too
At the end of
temptations.
the day,
Too-
though,
And I ain't
it's
talking about
Miami.
David Ruffin.
He's already got a Super Bowl. You might just
True.
be you're chilling in Miami. You might not be winning, but it's not a bad place
I'm
to
in
lose.
Miami.
Yeah, that's
You know?
Until
you saw what happened
Miami.
last year.
Pedro Nito
Miami was almost his kryptonite.
Right.
Mhm.
Almost.
That's his downfall. He prayed on my downfall.
Man.
I mean, he
Saw it
broke
happen
the
a couple
girl
months ago.
leg.
Broke
I
the
mean-
girl leg.
I mean,
All
he
the
had
baby
like 3
mamas.
babies.
Don't
Like,
forget
He
about
got
the
hemmed
incident with the cops.
that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
prior
about.
to the
hemmed
ball
up.
game.
A month ago.
Bruh,
2
the
months
first
ago.
week.
He need to be on a small market team.
Yes.
All right, we got some more teams, fellas.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Patriots.
Yeah, you done,
Drake
son.
May actually had a good game.
He did
Like,
have a decent game, but they're
I
done.
think it's too
too
decent.
little,
I don't
too
think they're a
late.
contender.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as you can see some contenders, but I don't think they're a contender.
That's true.
Nah.
But that conference is just trash, though.
Yeah, that's what I think. Bills
But it's
just gonna run away
Buffalo's.
with it.
That's it's Buffalo's to
Mhm.
take.
To win.
That is
Jags,
That's true.
Done.
Jacksonville. I think they're done.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing
They
for
can probably
them.
push out some more wins, but as far as I don't see them doing nothing.
When I
Jay
say
Stroud.
doing much, yeah,
Yeah.
they'll
CJ
they'll,
Stroud
they'll
and-
upset a couple teams,
Colts.
but they probably
Yeah.
won't make the playoffs, and they
Nah.
won't do much.
No,
I got Panthers definitely done,
Oh
son.
hell
Done.
yeah.
They don't know what's going on down there. I want to see him throw another drink on somebody.
Bryce Young, like, see, hey, I told you it ain't me. You
They
can
ain't
throw,
giving
you
up,
can throw the
though.
red rocket, blue rocket.
No,
Yeah.
they
I
play.
feel like
but-
they're
Socket
still going out
rocket?
there and they're playing though.
Yeah,
They ain't
yeah.
got no choice.
They
You better
ain't
get
gave
that
up.
check.
Well, no, some teams you can be like, dang, like y'all are done.
But at the end of the day,
Bro,
shoot,
like they
Mariota
don't know
went
they
crazy on them, though. Come on now. Like,
Man,
Mariota,
he was-
Kwame
Mariota
is
looked like old
first
Mariota.
coming out of
Mariota.
college.
Man.
Yeah.
Mariota.
he was like, "Hey, I'm staying here."
But
Right.
I respect them though.
like
They
they
gotta
were
sign me back.
Cliff Kingsbury wasn't even sweating. Like,
But he was
Cowboys.
Mm,
They're done.
they're
They're
done.
done.
Yeah,
honestly,
they're done.
even
They-
if they do make the playoffs, they're gonna lose. So you're
They're not
done.
gonna
I'm
do
already gonna
much.
call it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
I
I
don't
was
think
Like,
they
they
can beat
lose
the
every year.
Commanders. Truthfully, I don't think they can beat the Eagles.
No,
Mm-mm.
that's gonna no. They can't.
Right in their own,
Not they- not
division or own
Compared
conference.
to the teams, how they're performing.
You saw
Corey, I
what
want to
happened
ask
when
you,
they
what you
put-
think?
You saw what happened when
Your
they played the
Saints.
Saints. That's what
You think your Saints are done?
We're done.
'Cause they say the defense is trying to get
We're
Dennis
done.
Allen fired.
Yeah, y'all might.
Everybody needs to get fired.
Yeah.
Everybody. Everybody needs to get fired.
Man, yeah.
It's not. It's the players need to go. We need to
We was just
do
talking
a
about
semi tear down. They need to get rid of Cam Jordan. They need to get rid of Chase
Semi-tear down.
Young. They need to get rid of a bunch
Free
of
up some
people.
cap
They can get rid of
space.
Alvin
Free up that
Kamara.
cap
Young,
space,
yeah,
yeah.
Chase Young
Yeah.
trash.
At this
You
point,
saw
get
that-
rid of
that
everybody.
video I sent.
And then when that draft comes, you're taking the best position available. You could take a quarterback, you could take a receiver,
into a
you could take a
rebuilding
running
year.
back, you could take an O line. You're taking whatever's available.
Y'all really don't need receivers though. If all the healthy
Olave
receivers
isn't
y'all
a
had-
true one. And then Rashid Shaheed's out. He's out. He's
Yeah.
out the rest of the year. We don't know what he's going to be next year. And then who you got behind him? You got Bub Mims, and then you got Tipton.
Bub
No,
Mims.
you need somebody else.
Uh,
You need another hitter
That's
out
really
there.
his name.
Yeah,
No,
something
that's
like
his
that. I don't
nickname.
know.
that's his middle name. I think his name is Chardavius or something.
We need to figure out somebody else at tight end because Taysom Hill's not going to be there forever. He's only got a year or two left, but you got to keep him.
No,
Dang.
Jared. That's his name, Jared.
And it's definitely internal. You can't go from beating
Just
the
Jared.
Cowboys by 50 points to losing to Denver by 30.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think Denver is better than the Cowboys. Personally, they might be
No.
the same,
Nah.
but I don't think
right.
so.
I don't
You
think
can't
so.
tell me that week 2
On
we
pa-
beat them by this much, but we lose. So
On
like,
paper,
there's
Right.
got to be something internal. It's got to be with the coaching. It's got to be something
just
happen.
get rid of Derek Carr.
Nah, they say
Well,
they
he's got a
they
no
say
trade
the
clause.
players want Dennis Allen gone.
Yeah,
They say they
he needs
just
to be gone.
basically laid down against
They ain't effing
Denver.
with him.
When you're winning and you
Damn.
don't respect the coach, you can get by.
Damn, that's
But
bull.
when you start losing, everything starts falling apart. And if you
Right.
don't have respect for the coach, you got to get rid of him.
It's that musty ass Superdome, man.
We're terrible right now.
Any other teams? Those are the ones I saw. I
Like
think I pretty much hit on
crawfish.
everybody that's done, son. I don't think there's anybody that I overlooked. They're gonna hit most of the conferences.
I'm about to say, you
Mhm.
said the Browns, did you? That was second.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he
they were
actually-
like
yeah.
fourth on the list.
Yeah.
but they could have been number one, but
As far as the ones that come to head, yeah, though I think as far as they're not even really
What
in
about
contention.
the Raiders though? Aiden O'Connell broke his.
Oh yeah,
oh,
Raiders.
forgot about the
Yeah,
Raiders.
Raiders.
The
Yeah.
Raiders.
Yeah, the
Yep.
Raiders.
Yeah, they'll be in the Shador Sanders sweepstakes.
Mhm.
Cam Ward.
For real.
Oh yeah, Cam Ward out there.
Cam
would
Ward
take
could
him.
be
Oh,
good.
he's
I'd
cold.
take Ashton
Yeah.
Genty.
Genty.
We could get
Yeah.
rid of Kamara and
It's
just
nice
plug
and
him right
minty
in.
with Ashton Genty.
Yeah, that dude is
Yeah.
gonna be rough.
He gonna be special.
All
I'd
right,
take Luther Burden.
next segment. Who are you betting the mortgage on? You can only pick one team. So this is the team you see in the Super Bowl. Who are you betting the mortgage on? So you're pushing all your chips to the middle of the table.
I think the script writers are one the Chiefs to be in there
I
for
mean,
some.
to bet the
I
house
don't
on.
think so. Though. They could have been had yesterday. You got to admit
But we-
that.
But
That
we
game
say that
was-
all the time, though. It's
I
they
know.
don't dominate. They know how to win.
They
That's
do.
it.
They
I
know
got to
how
give
to-
Andy
hit.
Reid a lot of credit.
They know
for
how
that.
to win a game,
And it's
that's
like
what it comes down to.
and he always know the clock management though. That's the thing.
I'm telling you, bro.
It's impeccable. Like
The coaching, the players, they have the personnel. I'm telling you, the
They
fan
say
base.
that the continuity that their coaching staff has, he don't let them get. If they do get away, they always come back. He lets them come
It's-
back and step right back into the role that they had before.
I mean, you
That's-
see it, man. It's the proof is in the pudding. I'm telling you, it's just they don't dominate. A team can always beat them. They can get scored on. You
Is
can
Evans
run the
hurt?
ball on them. You can pass on them. But for somehow in that last little quarter, when it really matters, Mahomes, Reed, everyone steps up, and there's nothing you can do
They
about it.
both went down.
So
I can see in the AFC, I can see the
about to
Ravens.
say, why
I can
did-
see the Ravens getting them.
Why didn't B enemy come back then?
They didn't want him.
I think.
they probably didn't want
I
him
think
back.
they didn't want them back.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. They would
I
have took him
think-
back.
I
Something
mean,
happened.
some
Something
had
happened.
to.
Him, Patrick
and
probably
Andy-
wasn't.
Him
Something
and
like
Andy
that.
clashed. There
Him
was
and Andy
something
clash
that
or
went
him
down.
and Patty clash. Something happened.
But
Mhm.
Patty, well, and I guess he has to be political. He said he loved the guy and didn't understand why he didn't
Oh,
have
yeah.
a
Yeah, he never
head
says
coaching
anything
job.
ground.
But,
Right.
but I guess he does have to tell us that. We don't know what's going on when they get to the stadium, to the practice facility. But
For sure.
I'll tell you
I'm
what.
almost leaning towards either the Ravens or the Lions.
That's exactly the Lions. Is who I was literally about to say. The Lions.
I can't bet the
could-
mortgage though.
I don't know. I just don't
I
understand
get
when
them
Campbell
going.
just do something silly and next
Hey,
thing you
that's
know,
what I'm
it's
saying.
like,
I gotta bet the mortgage.
now you home,
with
now
Dan
you
Campbell,
homeless.
Right now,
Everybody-
now when you put it that way, that makes me a little bit,
'Cause he
you know,
do
feel a
bet the
little
house
skeptical of
On
it.
he'll do fourth and
I don't
11
know.
on their own 20. Go for it. Like,
and run
we get the
and do a
faith.
draw play.
I love the faith.
They're
but
rolling
it's just
people
like,
right now, though. Like they're looking
At-
good, man.
They
are.
do look
Their
good.
running game
Yeah.
is strong.
even
Their
without
passing game is
Hutchinson.
there.
I was about to
Yeah.
say that. They're not even missing a beat without Hutchinson, but
And they still hadn't made a trade yet. I kept hearing that Chase Young was going, and
oh wow.
there was
Nah, they
somebody
want
else
Chase
that they had named to the team,
That-
but they hadn't
that's a-
even made a move yet.
No.
That's a negative workload right there. That's a negative productivity if they get young.
And that was a big win this
Damn.
past week.
That was a big win.
That was a
No,
big
it's
In
win.
that's a good
Minnesota.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. But
That
it's
was-
Minnesota. I think
Yeah,
Minnesota's going to start.
Minnesota's been
still gonna start
smoking
losing.
mirrors.
I think they're going to start
They- I
losing.
don't know.
here.
They were
Like,
playing
I
good,
agree.
though.
They did play good though.
They
did.
played
were.
a nice game,
was-
but they just don't seem like it's the defense. I think is even
Defense-
though you look at the points.
if they weren't rushed, they had a full
Mhm.
2 minutes. They could have came back. It was just they only had like 40 seconds left there towards the end, and they were just trying to rush stuff. And
Mahomes only need 13 seconds.
that is true.
Pause.
For real though, shoot.
Pause. 13 pounds.
Technically, we don't know how long it really takes. We just know something
But as
happened.
far as for him to get his Buckner in field goal range, I just need 13 seconds.
13.
That's it. I just need one play, one or two plays. Field goal range, he gonna hit it. We'll play in overtime. We'll win that.
The
They know how to
misogynist.
win.
I just gotta get the misogynist.
I don't
I
smell
need
dinner
13
cooking.
Right. I thought I told you I'll be home at 6.
It's going to overtime. You better have dinner ready. No, but this the views of Harrison Buckner. This represents
Right.
the views of the Me and D Monday Night Wrap Up crew.
At all.
Gotta
At
put that
all.
disclaimer out
All
there.
right, fellas, we
Yeah.
got to name somebody. We're not gonna get out of the segment, so put your
I put
chips all
Chiefs.
in.
I said Chiefs. I'm on wax.
You going with the Chiefs, D?
Mm-hmm.
CC,
I'ma say,
you going with the
Lions.
Lions?
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree with you.
I hope the Lions.
I'm
make it.
torn
I hope
between the
Ravens make
Ravens
it.
and the Lions.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs too,
I hope it's
Dave.
the Ravens versus Lions. That's what I wanted last year.
Well, I don't know if it'll be Ravens or Chiefs,
I did too.
but I'm pretty sure
I
it's
really
going to be the
did too.
Lions on the other side because I just think they're better than everybody else.
They're rolling. They're
Mhm.
rolling right now. Jared Goff is, man, what they've
Mhm.
done with him. Ben Johnson, the coach, the offensive coordinator, they even
Well, they
paid
surrounded
him
him by
more
so much
money to
talent.
stay.
Yeah, because you keep
that's the
that
thing.
continuity.
You keep that
Mhm.
continuity
And
and
the
keep the
coaching
coaching.
staff.
Yeah,
Yes.
keep everybody together. We got that same philosophy.
Consecutively
we-
building year after year.
Exactly.
Yes.
And we just keep tweaking and keep tweaking.
Yeah.
And
That's not what the Panthers are doing. They're cutting every chance. They're cutting every chance. Shit,
they fired the concession
I'm
stand
about to say they
manager.
the lunch lady at the back.
Right, like dang.
We're doing that too much. We got guys that have been on our team for 12 years.
Damn. For
And
real?
we're paying.
real, but
I mean, shoot.
Michael Thomas, he's still on
Cam
payroll.
Jordan, he's been, what, 8 years?
He beat up the
Kamara's been
Lions.
with us
Jordan has
9
been there,
years?
but he-
Cam's been there for a little minute. Taysom
mean,
Hill
shoot,
seems like he's been
DeMario?
there at least 5 to 6.
they keep
Yeah.
they love to Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
He's
What
some
he
good-
does,
they-
I don't remember seeing him in the game Thursday night, and I
We're
did
paying
watch
him-
quite a
He
bit of
does
it.
everything. He plays
They
They
paid
said-
him for what
they
he
said you-
did.
They said, "Can you draw up plays?" All right, that's cool. That's good enough. You get a check.
It's terrible.
All right, so it's a consensus. It's the Chiefs and the Lions. So that's who we're betting the mortgage on.
For
And
sure.
me and Dee had this question the other night. It's going to be in a little clip coming out later on Facebook for you, Dre and CC. What one player from your team's history would you choose to help your team right now? You can choose
Oh,
one
God,
player.
that's so easy.
D chose Michael Vick. I chose Ronnie Lott.
I'll probably
Drew
just go
Brees.
with Brady. I was gonna say Allstott because he was a killer as far as
Bro,
just
Mike
running.
Allstott. Yeah.
Allstott was a beast as a fullback. He was
Yeah.
use check before it was use check.
just
Oh,
running over people.
times
But
10.
I'll probably just say Brady. Come on now,
But
that'll
you only
be-
had him for what, 2 years?
Is he in the prime in general or in the prime at that time?
I'm talking about just even at
No,
that time. He's still
his
better than
prime.
he's
So
still-
Oh,
he
yeah,
still
if
would
he
have been
was
with
prime
New England,
Brady-
though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The prime.
Oh
but-
yeah.
I
You're
mean,
not
either way,
bringing like
it's
a
better than
Sapp
Ba- it's
or
better than
a,
Baker, whatever you look at it.
a
Mhm.
Warren Sapp or somebody
Brad
like on
Johnson.
your defense.
Yeah, Warren
Brad
Sapp.
Johnson,
Warren Sapp,
Doug
that was-
Williams.
Ooh, but they did have a.
Doug was a bad boy.
They had Rondé Barber,
Yeah, I
Warren
remember
Sapp.
Rondé.
Keith Brooks.
Oh yeah, Derek Brooks.
Oh, Derek Brooks.
Yeah, Derek
Yeah.
Brooks.
The line-
Man, they had some defense. Who's the one that John Lynch? Don't forget about John Lynch.
Oh yeah, John
in
Lynch.
the secondary.
And y'all had Warwick Dunn for a little bit. He was on the Falcons and the Tampa.
Benson Jackson.
I thought he was with
cold
the
for a little
Saints
bit.
too at one point, or he's just from
Was
New
he with-
Orleans.
Mhm.
He might have been from.
Maybe
I don't
he's
know if
just
he played-
from New Orleans. I
Did you
think.
CC? Would you say?
No, yeah,
Drew
CC,
Brees?
CC said Drew Brees.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
I mean,
That's
the
the first
quickness.
person.
We'd
Yeah,
be winning.
that's the first person I thought of.
You wouldn't bring
That's the
back
only person
Archie
we need.
Manning?
You're right. No Archie.
No Archie?
No, Drew.
Jimmy Graham. Jimmy
Drew.
Graham.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Graham was
Jimmy
cold
was
for a few
nice.
years.
Drew can do it with people that aren't good.
Man,
He's
He
thrown
can.
the most receptions or he's thrown the most touchdowns to different receivers than any other quarterback.
he has the.
If I said
Was
that
he
right.
have the most 5,000 yard seasons or something like
yeah,
that?
he's got the most 5,000 yard
Bro,
seasons.
I'm
and
talking
he's
about
thrown more
Drew Brees.
Drew
touchdowns
put
than
up some
different
numbers once he
individual
left
receivers.
He just didn't have the
San
accolades.
Diego, and it was San Diego. What he was with.
Mhm.
But if you
Yeah,
take away the
Chargers.
accolades, Drew Brees actually better than Brady. If you take away the
He's
accolades,
top 5 at least.
So you're saying if you just look at numbers,
You just
Yeah.
look at. Well, you
You
can't
take
look at
the-
numbers.
it was him,
because
Peyton, and Brady.
If
Brady
they did
won
the same amount of seasons, if you do it like the same amount of seasons, those
side by
extra
side.
seasons,
Yeah,
side by
Mhm.
side, the same numbers, whatever Breeze retired.
I'll definitely
I mean-
say
Brady
that
played
Drew
longer.
did more with less.
That's what
At
I'm
the
saying.
Yeah,
time
Imagine
we
when he
if
can
he
say
had
that.
retired,
talent.
he had a bunch
But
of
Brady
records.
didn't have like talent. He had talent. He did. He did have
Yeah.
some talent. Yeah, he did. have
Oh,
some-
he did. He did.
But Drew,
That's
Drew
good.
really
I like
didn't have
that. I
nobody
like that.
crazy.
Not for real.
CC,
Come on.
let's do those week 7 fantasy leaders, sir.
Oh, let's do it. We got the list. We're gonna start with
Well,
the
let's
tight
do it.
ends like always. New guy to the list. I don't know if he'll ever come back up again, but David Njoku, he's got
Shout out
10
to
for
you.
14, 76 yards and a touchdown, 23 points. Not a bad day for him. His first day on the board, or week on the board. Wide receivers, Amon-Ra St. Brown, like we were talking about. The Lions played a really good game. Got him involved. Went 8 for 8, 112 yards and a touchdown. That got him 25.2 points. Let me see what else. What we got? Running back Saquon went
Yes,
crazy
sir.
for Philadelphia against the
Yeah,
Giants.
he did.
You
Went
think he was
stupid.
waiting for that game?
I
Man,
bet
he
you those
circled
people
that
are
as
so
soon
dumb.
as he saw it on the
He knew it. They said they were
schedule.
burning his jerseys outside. Of course he went crazy.
Were they really?
Burning his
Yeah.
jersey.
Yeah,
bet
they
you
were
they feel
burning his
dumb.
jerseys and tailgating outside.
Dumbass.
Them,
That's
but
what
yeah,
you-
he
that's
went
what you
17
get.
carries, 176 yards, a touchdown, and then he also had 11 yards in the air, so 26.7 points. Quarterbacks, new one, Russell Wilson did his thing, 16
Man.
for
Russell
29,
Wilson.
264
Russell Wilson did
yards, two touchdowns. Then he also had a touchdown on with his legs too, so that got him
Attaboy.
24.8 points, almost 25.
I still maintain I wouldn't have started him.
Man, I was saying that at
Tom,
work.
that's why Tomlin is the coach and I'm not.
Exactly.
I would have kept. I think Fields would
I'm
have did the same,
Shut the fuck up.
I think so too.
but
Yeah, I think it would have been the same result.
yeah,
But Russell was actually looking pretty decent. I don't know what
He
it is.
was.
If he had the gold chains on, I think he's in tune with his blackness now.
oh, Lamar just scored. No black. With his blackness. He been talking to Sierra.
Right.
Hey, for real.
He had
Hey,
the gold chains on. He had
he
turned to
hustled.
Mike Tomlin.
He
Hey,
did
down
cut
with
the
black and
curls
gold.
out and all
Right,
that.
cut the curls
he got the
out. He
swag.
said, hey,
Then to top it off, we got our overall, Jahmyr Gibbs, again with the Lions. 15 carries, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also went 4 for 4 in the air
Lamar.
for 44 yards, 32 points. Jahmyr Gibbs overall.
Nice. All right.
oh, flag, holding offense.
Dre, let's get into those key injuries. There's quite a few.
Okay, yeah, key
Ooh.
injuries. Wow, where do we start? Speaking of key injuries, I actually just clicked on this right here just because Olave, you guys know they were out with the Thursday game with the concussion protocol. Going to be out probably this week or potentially coming back. But Rashid Shaheed, he might be out potentially for the rest of the season. It looks like that the Saints are potentially going to sign MVS, 2-time Super Bowl champion,
Damn.
to bring him in because
They're
you
gonna
guys.
beat us too. Or beat
Yeah,
him
I'm about
too.
to say, yeah.
something.
It's a race to these wide receivers.
They
I
need to
mean,
sign his hands to a different
We
contract.
don't need to sign nobody. Leave him
Hey.
alone.
And his brain.
yeah. For
His brain and his hands aren't in
We
sync.
need to fire
Literally.
some coaches first.
real. But Seattle Seahawks wide receiver DK Metcalf suffered a injury during the game as well. As Washington Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels, he had an injury with his ribs. They haven't confirmed anything yet, but his mom did come out and say on social media that he is all right. Left tackle Trent Williams, not an injury, but was ejected after the Kansas
But the
City.
dude stole on him.
That's what I'm saying. That didn't make
I
no
didn't even
sense.
understand that.
He stole on him first, and they clearly saw it because they replayed it.
Right.
And then they just
It's always
eject
the
Trent.
second guy.
It just doesn't make sense though.
It-
So it's either gonna be dual fouls and they offset, or just leave
Offset.
it alone.
Offset.
Yeah, Debo
I'll
Samuel.
just kick you in your knees. I'm not gonna punch the helmet.
Debo Samuel.
I'm not gonna break my.
Yeah.
For real.
He's still
Just
probably
get
hurt.
to the
knee out
honestly.
from
You
under
just wait
you.
to the pile. You just
No,
wait to the
probably
pile.
hurt.
I was
step on
about
the
to say,
ankle.
get them on that next
Concussion.
play when they're not watching or whatever. But
Damn, concussion.
Bro, he hit him though. Like
He
his head
did
was-
hit him.
Like,
And he's got some big meat hooks. But
he played it
man,
off
you
like
can
it
break
didn't
your
hurt, but I
hand.
know it hurt.
it probably did. But he hit him first. He deserved
Y'all
it.
know, just
It's
playing
like,
around. If somebody comes up and smacks you, like during practice, somebody
Oh,
smack
yeah.
you, you laugh, but you're like, man, I fucking don't do that again.
Right.
I was say
That's probably hurting a little bit. Probably a lot of it.
that is true. And y'all know Ricky Pearsall, he was out. His first game back was just yesterday after being shot in the chest, which is pretty
Had a
remarkable.
couple of nice catches.
Yeah.
He got some work to do. He'll get more work this week for sure.
about to
with
say, yeah,
everybody out.
with Ayuk being out with that season-ending injury, which is going to be just pretty detrimental to the offense. They're already battling.
Man.
Hopefully, Pearsall, like you said, can put his cape on and go to work for him.
Stop
That's too-
bullets with his hand.
Oh man, Tyler. Okay, Miami Dolphins. They're battling a lot of injury right now at the quarterback position. They're gonna need Tua to come back because Tyler Huntley he wound up getting a shoulder injury during the game, and that's why Tim Boyle had to come in. But if you're gonna throw him in there, you might as well throw your cousin down the street at the tailgate in, because he was horrible as well. Cooper Kupp, he was inactive Sunday. He has an ankle injury. Hopefully he'll be able to come back within the following week. Like I said, Aiden O'Connell, he broke his thumb. Gardner Minshew, is going to be probably playing for the remainder of, this next few weeks here until he makes a return. I think they said 8 weeks. Juju Smith-Schuster, he didn't play. And then let's see, David Montgomery, I think he had a little knee injury, but wound up returning in the second quarter. DTR, he wound up getting hurt after Deshaun Watson went down for a season-ending Achilles injury. So that he's going to need some massages to rub that one up so he can come back next year, because they owe him $74 million next year, and then I think $74 million the following year.
Dirty though.
What you mean they did him dirty?
They was booing that dude. Like that's
They sure did. They booed him out the stadium. He was on the stretcher.
Still. Yeah, that's messed up, man.
They don't care, man. The fans are suffering.
It's that skyline
shit. Fans are suffering.
That's Cincinnati.
They threw out $50. He's freaking out.
It's Cleveland.
Like his whole career.
Dude, the fans are suffering. Shit.
It's up.
What's in Cleveland? What they got in Cleveland?
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's where their claim to fame is, where they burn the tires in the river.
Off the lake, yeah.
Myles Garrett was mad about it. He said something at the press conference.
Classless, though. I get that you don't like the dude, and you owe him a lot of money, and he hasn't performed, but booing him when he's injured. He's clearly injured.
Yeah, well, they were cheering him when he's injured or whatever.
That's not good.
It was bad. I saw it. It made me cringe when you could see it snap.
It did. It snapped. It was a boom.
Terrible.
Oh. Yeah, it was just like the Rodgers one last year, but it's just a different circumstance.
He was praying for something to happen to him.
He wanted it. He said he wanted
to be hurt. You don't want that to happen. But
he said
he didn't want to play, and they didn't want him to play.
I'm not running.
I think both sides are happy today that he's out. I hate to say it.
That's crazy. He probably did speak it to existence.
I know Saleh
was done.
What killed me is they said Saleh's still talking to Ulbrich every day as far as like operations and stuff. So why is he?
I'm sure he is. Yeah.
Like, why is he call? If somebody tried to call me after I got fired, I'd put his ass on do not.
Yeah, but that's your boy. He's been part of your staff.
That's true. I guess
you've been close all these years.
And they say Saleh has a good relationship with most of the coaches in the league, so he'll have another job.
He's coming back to be the D coordinator next year for the Niners.
Yeah,
he's gonna get a head coach.
No, not head coach in DC.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Yeah,
oh, yeah. He'll definitely
DC
have a job next year for sure.
Yeah.
Is that a wrap for that?
Yeah, that was. Oh, yeah, that was a wrap for the injury report.
All right. You all have a nominee for You Got Torched? I don't have anybody per se.
Oh, that number 6 from the Niners, man. After Mahomes trucked his ass.
That was You Got Trucked.
Man,
You got trucked. Well, here, let me light up the torch.
Man,
they actually showed.
They said dad bod versus, because the other dude is actually ripped.
Yeah, they
as hell.
showed it like he's yoked, but it's leverage.
I'm trying to think who number 6 is though.
Is he a rookie?
It's not Mustafa, was it?
Mustafa,
because that's the one that came up, had a couple nice hits.
Yeah, Mustafa.
It's Mustafa.
Yeah, Mustafa.
Is he married to Nafisa?
Hey, no wonder the dude's is he from Africa? Because they showed him, he was just ripped, like you said.
Yeah, he is ripped. What's his first name though? So let's make sure he gets his
Malik Mustafa.
Oh,
there you go, Malik Mustafa. You got torched.
You got torched.
All right, we'll move into these Week 7 results. I'll do the first one, a la DJ. A Bronco ran into the Superdome and stampeded a Saint as Denver and NoHo, Bo Nix and company beat New Orleans 33-10.
No Bo.
No hobo.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Homage to my son. The stat wise,
oh my god,
Spencer Rattler, he played as well as he could, I thought.
Yeah,
172 yards.
What they really expect him to do?
You got a 30-year-old.
I mean, without his weapons at that,
it's tough.
He had no weapons. Wow.
So everybody's off the practice squad, or just back?
Everybody's off I could go down a huge list of people. Those 4, Paulson Adebo.
That's crazy. I didn't know y'all was that beat up.
Hunter
Yeah, I knew they
Baker,
were beat
think's
up bad.
out.
I just
Olave, Rashid Shaheed, Taysom Hill, Derek Carr. There's
I knew the notable ones, but damn, five linemen is pretty detrimental.
Yeah.
Yo, that is
Yeah.
awful.
especially
That's
your
just-
It's
your
bad.
first team offensive line is pretty
What's
much
your
gone.
offense?
Motherfuckers don't even want to come to work, man.
So you
I was
gotta-
let's
Lamar,
just play.
like,
you gotta
let's just
put
play
asterisks
7 on
by that.
7.
Right.
For real.
For what he
Yeah,
has,
no
I think he's
sense.
doing all right.
Okay.
Mhm.
Moving on, Jacksonville's Big Tank Bigsby showed the
Big Tank
Londoners a
Bigsby.
strong running attack, and the Avatar Trevor Lawrence did his part in the Jags' second win of the season as they beat New England 32-16. Drake May
Killed
did
it.
throw for 276 yards and 2 touchdowns in a loss. Bigsby 26 attempts, 118 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nice game for him.
Clayton
Killed
Bigsby,
it.
son.
How many?
Yeah.
How many points did he have? Do you have that handy, Corey? I don't know.
Who?
It don't matter. I was just wondering. A game like that seemed like you would have
think-
quite a few
Yeah, big
fantasy
yeah.
points.
Who are we talking about?
We'll judge your work fast.
Tank
Bigsby.
Bigsby.
Yeah, Tank had
Tank.
shoot, really, he wasn't even.
It was
wasn't
like
that high.
25 or something, wasn't it?
He had 25 this week.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Well, he had
Tank
2
Bigsby,
touchdowns.
yep,
2
right here.
touchdowns.
Yep. Tank Bigsby, 26.1.
26.
Nice.
Was,
Okay.
what is that?
Not
The
bad.
fifth? Yeah, so he was fifth. Tied for fourth. I think him and Brees Hall had the same amount.
Okay. Okay.
So Saquon was the leader.
It was those two. Well, actually, no. It was Tank Bigsby, Javonte Williams, Brees Hall, Joe Mixon, Saquon, Jameer. So he was top 6.
Oh, Jameer. Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
Jameer led the way.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Well, he was the overall. Yeah.
Hold on this.
Hello.
Yeah. Running backs had a big week this week because usually you looking like trying to see who gonna step up as a running back for real.
Right. Moving on, Tennessee's Mason Rudolph was in upset mode early, but Josh Allen and Buffalo brushed off their slow start and made easy work of the Titans en route to their 34-10 victory. Not a bad game for Mr. Allen, 323 yards, 2 touchdowns.
No,
And-
solid.
And Amari didn't even make that much of an impact yet.
Yeah, he just
That's-
would he just have 1 touchdown?
No,
Amari
he
Cooper
had,
have a touchdown?
he had a couple good-sized plays, didn't he? Amari?
I thought he had some nice plays, but he wasn't the leading receiver.
No.
No, he wasn't.
Coleman.
Coleman had
Yeah.
receptions, 125 yards.
Oh, okay.
I guess that
I
helps
thought they'd
when you're-
work him into that offense pretty early.
You got to cover
Yeah, he
Amari,
probably
though.
he's still learning to play, but yeah,
You got to cover.
that's what
him,
happens,
and that
though.
leaves Keon open. Before they were
True.
probably
And you
keying
s-
on Coleman because he's
and you
the
saw that
tall,
with
young new receiver.
You saw that with Garrett Wilson too last night.
Yep.
As far as he was a lot more open just because they
Yep.
trying to cover
'Cause now
Devontae
they're
Adams.
trying to cover
Cover
Devontae.
Devontae.
Amari had
Yep.
more points than Coleman.
Mm.
Fantasy wise, he had 17. Coleman
Amari had a
16.
touchdown, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw,
Yeah,
I
one
did
touchdown,
see
yeah.
that.
Coleman,
I mean,
that's the difference right there.
regardless of that, bro, it's Amari Cooper. Like we said, he still has
he's
a lot.
definitely going to
His
be.
route running ability, his
His
hands.
route running is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Dallas should have made a play for
Not
him.
talk-
That would
not
have
talked
gave
about
him
enough.
so much more leverage, and he already had been there before.
They
so
should have just kept him. They never should have let him go.
Tripping.
just
They should have-
just
yeah,
slow,
It was
Gary.
crazy.
That's what happens when you got one man trying to do everything. He just don't make the right decisions.
man.
Especially 82-year-old person running the GM spot.
That's
The
crazy.
Lions roared out to a 21-10 halftime lead, but the Vikings stormed their way back into the contest, but fell short 31-19. No, it's 31-29. That's a typo. 31-29 in the end. Both teams are now 5-1. Like I said, Jared Goff is a different person these last, 3 seasons?
Mhm.
Much better than what I saw when he was with LA. And Sean McVay is supposed to be the quarterback whisperer or one of them, but they've done a good job in terms of turning his career around.
They just
Jameer
got
Gibbs, 15 attempts, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. Aaron Jones had a nice game, 14 attempts, 93 yards, and 1 touchdown.
You can just tell he's just zoned in when he plays. He's not not distracted, and like he just makes the right plays. He's not trying
You
to.
talking about Goff?
Yeah, Goff. He's not trying to do too much. When you see some of these quarterbacks, they're trying to do too much, like a Will Levis and something. You just know there's just no hope.
They're trying to
It's
force
like-
it.
And you got to
Yeah, they're
protect
Right.
just trying to
They're
force it.
protecting him.
Yep.
Yep. Geno Smith went into Kirk Thuggins' trap and took everything in the trap.
It was all bad.
Winning 34 to
Caesar.
14. Did you all see that quote?
He hit a
When they come into the trap and you
Yep.
Dang.
Why did he do that? He was asking for that loss.
He was.
He was, but hey,
That was
he
funny,
embodies
though.
the A.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
That's what they said in the players.
And he had the hoodie on with the beanie.
He had the
black
hoodie.
beanie.
He had a nice hoodie on. That
Got
hoodie
a
was
hoodie.
nice.
That hoodie was fire.
That's a
Go ahead,
long way
Kirk
from the
Cousins.
button-up flannel he was wearing on
Yeah.
the special.
We got to bounce back after that
So
one.
Dad said his wife doesn't dress him anymore.
Yeah.
He didn't got.
He
He
didn't
didn't got
get
style.
that
like
cold.
in Kiki down the street
I
dressing.
mean,
Bijan had a nice game, 21 attempts, 103
Solid.
yards, and a touchdown.
Mhm.
Kenneth Walker, and you said
He had two
Metcalf was
touched.
hurt. He's injured now.
yeah, he
he,
got
had
injured.
99
He was-
yards and a touchdown.
No, Diddy, he was tearing us up, bro.
He was
I
going
don't know
crazy.
why he did. Why we
That pass
decided
from
to do
Njigba.
1-on-V1. I know we got AJ
Yeah.
Terrell, but it's motherfucking DK
Yeah,
Metcalf.
he
He
too
is a
damn
big
big.
dude too.
Yeah,
What the
Pause.
heck?
It's almost like
Like,
they
this
heard
dude
what we
was-
Take a
said
lot
last
to
week
take
on the
him out.
podcast because we was like literally
Bro.
saying that. Just feed DK.
Oh my
And they came out
God.
and they did
I
that
know
exact
that is
thing.
funny.
He catching plays,
Because
two guys on him.
Who
I'm
were we
like,
saying?
no.
We're like one team needs a DK Metcalf or something. I
Mhm.
thought,
Bro,
but
he
Dave,
was-
you called it about Koo too when you said that
I-
we ain't gonna
I'm
be
telling
we ain't gonna
you.
win if you keep relying on them field goals.
you
And what
rely
did
on
he do?
Koo?
First time misses the
Man.
freaking 52-yarder, and
that
it's
was
just
a
all down.
highlight reel right there.
You
It just-
almost
it
spoke
just-
that into existence.
My whole day was somber.
You
I
telling
but
me?
didn't want to do
My
nothing.
whole
I
year
was
is about
so
to be
sad.
somber.
I'm like, damn.
Penix came in when I think Kirk Cousins when his nose started bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He got a little
Buzz his nose up in the trap.
in the trap, man.
strong arm Robert.
Now that Deshaun Watson is officially out with a torn Achilles, Cleveland has a legitimate reason to bench him. The Bengals down the Browns 21-14. Joe Shiesty had a decent game, 181 yards, 2 touchdowns. T. Higgins, 82 yards, 1 touchdown. So not bad. We'll keep it moving. Jordan Love put together the game-winning drive to set up a Brandon McManus 45-yard field goal in the Packers' comeback win over C.J. Stroud and the Texans, 24-22.
They just signed McManus too after the other. I think the other kicker got injured.
They held C.J. down, though, 86 yards.
They just
Love
ran it
had
a lot.
220 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
I
Mixon
know.
had. I'm about to say Mixon was going crazy. Every
Mixon
time I
went
looked at my phone,
crazy.
they like touchdown. Like, yeah.
They said they wanted to effectively run the ball, 25 attempts, 115 yards. Not
They
bad.
did.
2 touchdowns.
That's a lot of attempts.
It is.
It
Hey,
is.
Josh Jacobs got his first touchdown. They said, I guess.
Yep.
Compared
Speaking
to
of
12
attempts,
with Josh
what's Henry doing tonight? He doing anything?
Justice Hill just
Seemed
scored
like
actually on a pass.
Yeah, Justice Hill
Yeah,
scored.
first stud of the season or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh.
Anthony Richardson took it upon himself to keep the Colts in the game, and they came out
Yeah.
on top of the Dolphins 16-10. That wasn't much of a not much to watch on that one.
Boring game.
Very boring.
I feel
Saquon
like-
Barkley's return to New York was a good one for him and the Eagles as they ran all over the Giants 28-3. Philadelphia's 4-2 while New York is 2-5. Let's see. We already talked about Saquon, 17 attempts, 176 yards,
Yeah, it went
1
crazy.
touchdown.
Man.
Did y'all
In a
watch?
game where the go ahead.
Did y'all watch the Hard Knocks with the Giants?
Yeah, that was.
I watched
I
the
watched
first
it.
couple.
And
I
then-
watched like the first.
There was that.
Couple
There was that
episodes.
clip where he was the
The
GM
general
was sitting in the
manager?
office
Yeah,
with his
Shane.
kids. Yeah, and they was asking him
Oh.
what to do, and he was like, "Dad, we should keep Saquon and trade up and get
Yeah,
Jaden Daniels."
because they was telling me like the people.
He's
the
only
school
gabbed his
fucked
job
with-
once.
Man.
If he would have did
tripping.
that,
But the
that would've
owner
been
told him don't
move
trade
of his
him.
career.
Yeah.
The owner told him, whatever you got to do, make sure we keep Saquon.
Yeah,
He did the opposite.
He did that.
like,
He's
dude,
fine.
all you had to do was listen.
Speaking
to
of
your kid,
which, did
and now
you
the whole
all hear
nation
that?
knows.
They'll
Because
probably
it's-
have to sit
That is
old boy
documented
down.
as worse.
Who, Daniel Jones?
Danny Dimes, yeah, he'll have to sit down because he's got that automatic $23 million guarantee if he's injured. So it's like what Russell had last year. Sit him down to keep him from getting that extra money because he's going to be
Mhm.
guaranteed an extra $23 million
If he
if he's
gets hurt.
injured. Yeah,
And then who
so
they
they have
got?
to sit him the rest of the year.
Lock? Is it Drew Lock?
No, they got it.
From Mizzou, right? Yeah, I think you're
Drew
right.
Lock.
Oh yeah, they do got Drew. I thought they
Oh,
had.
Mhm.
dang.
They
That's
got rid
crazy.
Did they get rid of Taylor too? I thought they had Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod went to Shoot. I can't remember.
He plays
In a
somewhere.
game where the leading quarterbacks both threw for exactly 155 yards,
Vito.
the Rams were the victors, winning 20-15.
Mm.
That wasn't much of a game.
Nah.
Minshew came in, as you said earlier,
Shoo.
Dre, and not much to see at that ball game. Raiders
Nah,
and
at all.
Rams. Rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels left the game with bruised ribs, but the veteran Marcus Mariota kept his foot on the pedal, and the Commanders cruised to a 47 win over the hapless Panthers.
Ooh,
Killed them.
sorry.
205 yards, 2 touchdowns. Brian Robinson Jr., 12 attempts, 71
Oh,
yards,
crazy.
and a touchdown.
I seen something on Twitter. It was like the Panthers just need to go to the ACC. They might be able to win a bowl game.
That's
Damn.
funny. They can't even make it in the SEC.
Damn.
The SEC, they'll get there.
Wait, they would, honestly. I ain't gonna
They might get smoked. Well, you got to remember, these are professional
I'm about to
players,
say,
though.
no,
Yeah.
I take
You're
that
not
back
really going to
because
beat
those
them.
are grown
Yeah.
ass men.
Grown 300
like,
pound
yeah,
Yeah.
linemen.
yeah.
No, they
It
gonna
doesn't
just
even
steamroll.
matter. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter if it's
But that's how incompetent the organization is. They say.
pretty much though.
Damn.
I
They
can
should
see
do
them in the
like they do in
ACC.
soccer and relegate them.
Yeah.
You can't even play next year.
Yeah.
A 33-yard run by Patrick Mahomes to set up a score, as well as 3 interceptions by Brock Purdy, were the backbreakers that the 49ers could not afford in their 28-18 loss to the Chiefs. Kansas City improves to 6-0, while San Francisco drops to 3-4 in this rematch of Super Bowl, whatever that was.
Yeah.
What was the number?
Was
Oh,
it 58?
was it
58?
Was it 58?
I want to say it's 58
I don't know.
because I know we
And,
ain't.
and neither one of them really
58?
lit it up. Mahomes
Yeah, you're right.
threw.
That's 58, Dave.
2 interceptions.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mahomes
What'd
had
you
2
say, Corey?
interceptions.
Who did?
He had a couple of them. Mahomes, didn't he?
Mahomes.
Mahomes. He did have 2. He had 2.
Yeah, so he's been playing terrible.
Kind of looked like you guys were still
I
trying
mean, but they had 3.
to stay in the game.
Right. And
I'm
three,
just saying
three,
him as a whole,
especially
over
the one
season,
on the
he's
goal
playing
line.
Horrible.
Yeah, I'm
he,
just-
I mean, he has been.
He's
And
got
Travis
6
didn't
look all that
8
great.
interceptions
Nah,
this year.
he's just mainly blocking this year.
Right. That's
He's
what
been
I'm
run-
saying.
he's
There's
been
something
running a
wrong.
lot
That
too,
team
though.
does not look invincible like they've looked before.
They're not.
I
That's
think
exactly what
Buffalo
it
can get them. I really think the Ravens can get them.
Especially
But-
with Pacheco not
But
running
it's just
the ball
about
as hard as
when
he
it
was.
matters,
man.
though. Like in that,
He
in
was
the
running the
playoffs.
ball.
You're right, D.
Because last year they looked terrible. Like all those drops, all those receivers, and they still figure out how
I mean,
to
they
win
undefeated
to
right now. We're
win.
saying they look horrible, and they
That's
still.
what I'm saying. They
it's
look
their
horrible.
defense.
But the
So,
thing is, they got key injuries, so they're not going to get much healthier.
man,
Oh yeah, Rice
That's
out.
the thing. But the defense is keeping them in it, and that's
But
the
what are
one
they gonna
thing.
do when
they
their
can run the
defense
ball
can't
now
hold on?
too.
I think. Hold on.
Right.
But Hollywood Brown supposed to be coming back. Pacheco might be back by playoffs now. He not out for the full picture. They're gonna have Pacheco
You got Kareem Hunt.
come on.
Now, he ran the ball
And-
well.
All they
he
need
runs
is
the ball.
one
78
they
yards
one
and 2
receiver away
touchdowns.
from. I'm telling you, they're gonna be in the Super Bowl again. That's all. They one receiver away from
just
going
hate-
to the Super Bowl, dude. And I hate to say it, it's crazy.
That'd be amazing to see if they can keep that going.
They need one big
That's
Super
crazy.
or one
That
big
is.
wide receiver.
Pittsburgh fans are getting restless while Russell Wilson was trying to become rustless, and both of their patience
Still
was
got it.
rewarded with a 37-17 Sunday night victory over the Jets. Man, 264 yards and 2 touchdowns in his return. Najee Harris, he had a nice game, 21
Yeah.
attempts,
Yeah.
102 yards, 1 touchdown. George
Mhm.
Pickens, 111 yards receiving and a touchdown. Not bad, not bad. Moving on
Yeah.
to the Monday night games, can you give us an update on the scores, fellas? Ravens and Bucks, what's that score?
14-10. And it looks like the Ravens are currently driving on us right now. So we're gonna need to get a stop here.
12
But
seconds.
who's
and a half.
up? Who's winning?
Oh, the
Ravens
Ravens
are
up.
up.
Okay,
14-10.
Ravens up 14-10. And the Chargers, Cardinals, who's winning? that?
0-0 still.
0.
End of the first quarter.
Okay. Cool. Well, we will move on to the week 8 games. We'll give our predictions. Oh, damn, I forgot to ask you all, who did you pick in all these games? My bad. We'll give our picks in these. We
wrote it
got
down.
week 8, Thursday night, the 24th. Got Vikings at the Rams. I'll take the Vikings in that one.
I go Vikings.
I got Vikings too.
CC.
That's SoFi.
Yeah, Vikings.
All right, Cardinals at the Dolphins. I got the Cardinals.
I go Cardinals.
I'm gonna go
Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cardinals. They ain't got no quarterback. What am I talking about?
Falcons at the Bucks. This is a pick 'em.
Ooh, man. Honestly, probability speaking, but I'm gonna go Falcons for sure. But
Yeah, Bucks got them. We not worried. It's gonna be what is that gonna be? That might be the battle of first place right there. If I think about it, if we lose tonight, I think if we lose tonight, that might be the battle of first place.
I think I'm
Who
gonna
you
go
got,
Falcons.
CC?
Damn, see,
Falcons.
I'm gonna take the Bucks for some reason. I want to
Mike
take
Evans
the
is
Falcons
hurt.
because I think Kirk might come back.
is he hurt? What you see?
Yeah.
Who's hurt?
He walked out of the
Who's
stadium. You didn't see that earlier?
Oh, he got carted off.
Who?
Yeah,
I've
no,
been
he
trying
didn't
to
get carted
focus on
off, but he walked out with his helmet off.
Mike Evans.
Because I saw
train.
Oh, really?
I saw both of the
Yeah.
players were down. The
I'm
defender.
switching
Mike
that.
Evans
I'm
is
switching
down.
that. Then I'm
He's
going to
out.
go Falcons.
Oh
My bad.
man.
Ravens at the Browns. I'll take the Ravens.
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 Drake.
I got Ravens too. Come
Packers at the Jags. I got Packers.
Pack, go.
Yeah,
He
Packers.
moving.
Yep.
on now. Packers.
Okay. Colts at the Texans. I got the Texans.
Texans bounce back.
Yeah,
Texans, yeah.
Texans. Yeah.
Jets at the Patriots. I got the Jets slightly.
I'll go Jets.
I don't know.
That's the one team they can beat.
I think that they can beat the Patriots. And I think
Yeah,
Devontae
I
gonna
think,
cook.
but I'm gonna go Patriots just because the Jets just pissed me off yesterday. I ain't gonna lie. I can't.
CC, who'd you say?
Jets.
Eagles at the Bengals. I'm gonna take the Eagles for some strange reason. I don't know why.
Bengals.
Oh, they said hamstring. He out for the rest of the game. Damn.
It's in Cincinnati.
Yes, sir. No.
It's in
Well,
Philly.
it's at Cincinnati. It's
Yeah,
at Cincinnati.
Yep. I'm
Tough
gonna go Philly on that one. They both two dysfunctional teams, but I think because Smith was back yesterday and Brown's back, so they should be able to get that one.
Just keep Jalen away from the Skyline Chili while he's in town.
No
I'm
kidding.
gonna go. I'll go since he gets something.
And who'd you say? CC?
Bengals.
Titans at the Lions. I got the Lions. I think we'll probably all say Lions. on that.
Lions, yeah.
Yeah.
Lions.
Bills at the Seahawks. I'm still gonna take Buffalo.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one.
I think it's gonna be.
I'll still go Bills.
Bills.
It's in Buffalo.
I'll take
It's
the
in Seattle.
It's in Seattle. Saints
good, Buffalo.
at the Chargers. I'm gonna take the
Seattle been
Chargers,
looking good though. Damn.
especially after you said
But
they got
the DK
five
might be
offensive
hurt,
linemen
though.
down there.
Oh yeah. Sorry, CC. I'm gonna go Chargers.
Yeah. Hey, I know what y'all saw. Jim
I'm
Harbaugh,
gonna
he
go
almost
Saints.
died on the sideline, and they say he got a heart of an athlete.
I gotta
You
stand up
got to
with it.
stay with your team.
I can't give up.
Panthers at the Broncos. I'm taking Broncos.
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 I'm gonna say Panthers.
Bears at the Commanders. I'm gonna take the Commanders.
Commanders.
Ooh. This is the matchup we was waiting for. Ooh, this is the matchup we've been waiting on.
But we don't know.
Mhm.
We don't know if Daniels is playing because of that ribbon.
Still gotta put it on wax.
They say he's
regardless.
practicing all week, is what I heard this morning. Bears, Commanders. Who we got, fellas?
Commanders.
Yeah, with Mariota, I'm still going Commanders.
Me too.
Yeah, go Commanders.
Chiefs at the Raiders. Chiefs. They're gonna be 7-0.
Yeah, Chiefs.
Yeah. I mean,
See,
that's why you gotta hate
It's
him.
the one Raiders might get.
Crosby gonna be on his ass, but that ain't gonna make a
Raiders
difference.
normally play him tough too. Remember they
played
beat him at home
year. They
last
beat
year
him last year.
in Kansas City.
But they had Josh Jacobs.
The
didn't
Broncos got him too.
they? And they had Devontae.
I'm still gonna go Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs, man. There's
What'd you
no
say, CC?
Didn't they have Josh Jacobs and Devontae? there?
Yeah, they still had him.
yeah. They did have two more weapons that they don't have today.
I mean, they got
What's
Brock
his name?
Bowers
D,
now,
your
but-
boy from the Bulldogs has been playing well. Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers.
they got him.
He
Yeah,
got
he's
that dog in him.
He's been playing real nice.
Thoroughbred.
Literally, right?
Thoroughbred.
Cowboys and the Niners in that night
It's
game. I'm
crazy.
still gonna take the Niners.
I was
Oh,
going
yeah.
up against Mike Evans
sure.
in fantasy. I needed him to go out. So
Oh, you had him? You
I was going
He's
up
going
against
against
him,
him.
and he got a touchdown early, like first drive. I'm like, I might lose tonight. And now that he's out, I'm like, oh, that's a blessing.
but you were going up against your own player, huh?
James with them
When you
Cleveland
made
fans.
weapons.
blessing and
James in Cleveland. Yeah.
Then
Shit.
Monday night we got Giants
40
at the Steelers. So
Oh,
I'm
I'm
taking
going
those
49ers.
Steelers.
I'm going 49ers,
Steelers.
and then I'm gonna go Steelers.
Yeah, I'm going Niners and I'm going Steelers too. That's freaking
All right, time for our best,
Dallas
our
might.
Bust
and busters of the
busters.
week. Who's your best, D? Who's your best?
I'm gonna go with Saquon. I'll go Saquon Barkley.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Trey, CC, who you got? Who?
My best is Jahmyr Gibbs. Held it down on my
Nice.
fantasy for me. I need him to keep going.
I'm gonna go with the best of the week. I'll go with Jared Goff. He almost had a perfect game. He was 22 of 25, 2 touchdowns. So that was pretty good. It was a nail biter game though. Sam Darnold was right there with them.
They came back that second half.
Yeah.
My best. At first, I gave it to the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl matchup, but after we've been talking, I'm
No,
gonna go with the new hotness. I'm gonna give it to Jordan Love.
The new
Okay.
hotness.
I'm
The new
telling you.
hotness, Jordan
hotness.
Love. Who's your bust? Who's your bust of the week? Mine's Brock Purdy. I'm gonna
Brock
just
Purdy.
say that right off the rip.
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy. It wasn't a Purdy game.
Wasn't a Purdy game.
This gonna be a good one.
But
Go ahead, Dave.
I'm going Aaron Rodgers, man. He keeps pointing fingers and ain't winning games. He's throwing interceptions.
I don't like the point.
Be a leader. Be a leader, man. They following you. Bust.
It's your team.
Right. And the Jets organization too. Bust.
My bust of the week go out to Devontae Adams. He lost to Pittsburgh 2 weeks in a row.
Yo,
Damn.
He lost on the Raiders,
yeah.
got traded,
Yeah, he
lost on the
did.
Jets. Like that
They
is
knew how
crazy.
to. They knew how to scheme for him.
But then he
that
was
is
talking.
pretty
He was
funny.
They
like,
had that hamstring
they-
the week before
they
he didn't
started-
play.
they started.
yeah.
They started asking him like,
Yeah,
"What?"
remember
you
he
know,
didn't play that game.
He didn't play, but technically he lost. But he didn't.
Yeah,
Play.
no,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
yeah, he
Yeah,
still
he
was
didn't
on the
play.
team.
He was
Right.
on the team, right?
He was on
That
the
was
team.
a fake hamstring too, though. That you already
Yeah, it
know
was. That was the
Uh,
quickest heel I've seen in quite a while. CC, who'd you say for your bust?
My bust is going to be, I guess it's going to have to go down to, I hate to say it, I know I was mean to him, or I was on his back, but Deshaun Watson, bust. That's
Bust
bust
of an
on
Achilles.
everybody.
But
He did
it's
bust.
trash though.
But I ain't gonna
Right.
boo him. No,
Right.
I'm a
but he
bust
did
you.
Push it
bust.
all the way.
I'm just not
down.
gonna boo you.
Yeah.
Right.
I got sympathy, but it don't change the fact
Right.
that was a bust.
All right, and then finally, who is your buster of the week? Busters. I can say mine, D. You took mine. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets are my busters of the week.
Rodgers
Talked
and
all
the
that noise,
Jets.
made all these moves, and it comes back
That's-
to you still.
That's what I was
lose.
gonna say. This is the quote straight from Devontae Adams. Didn't execute, didn't finish. That's been an underlying thing with this team all year. You just got on the team.
You just got there.
he already
He's talking to
shit.
A-Rod. Yeah, they on a
already
pillow
know.
talking.
Dude,
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna
crazy quote.
I'm gonna do another New York team, the Giants. You literally traded the
Bust.
guy who ran all over you,
Literally
Yeah.
ran all over.
and
you.
then now
Yeah.
you're paying. This,
literally.
now you're paying this man Daniel Jones all this money, but
Mhm.
now you got to sit him out because you're gonna owe him some extra money.
Right.
Like that extra $20 million, you should have gave that to Saquon.
Just hustling backwards.
Mhm.
That's
You
the
gave
definition
your
of
whole
hustling backwards right
Offense
there.
away, and he literally almost ran for 200 yards on you.
Yep.
Busters.
And you almost got to make the GM a buster too,
GM's a buster too,
just because of
your kids
what he
told you not to
didn't
trade.
do and how it's costing him.
Yeah.
Man, that you had one job.
Shame.
You had one job.
And it's
Get Saquon
documented.
back. Yeah, and it's on TV.
Don't
I
worry.
can't
Get him back
believe
in
though
the locker
you
room.
didn't listen to your own owner though. He told you
He
do
told
what you have to do to keep this man, and you still traded him. I
Thought you
can't
knew
see how
better.
he's gonna have his job at the end of the year. I really
Mhm.
don't.
I'd be
But,
ready to fire him for sure.
CC,
Just like
who's
they-
your buster of the week as we wrap up?
I think y'all know the whole Saints organization.
Damn. Come
Bust.
on, CC.
He said
You
they're
guys know.
busters and they need to bust it up.
The whole.
On Drew Brees Hall of Fame night,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it was.
Oh yeah.
to Sean
yeah.
Payton in his first time back in the dome, and all we can put
And-
up is one touchdown.
And a new QB.
I
Dennis
watched his
Allen
post game.
called a timeout so that we could then knee the ball. What are you doing? What are you
Shameless.
doing?
Shameless.
That tells me
What-
right there you do not know what is going on right now. It's terrible. Everybody needs to be fired.
You guys.
Coach.
I mean, you already said y'all have a lot of injuries, but they ain't playing for nothing.
When you hear that the defense, if we are hearing about it, that they're playing for the coach to be fired. That's not a good thing.
Ooh.
The ownership is going to have to take note of that and make a move. But yeah, it's not looking good down in the Big Easy.
You don't go from having a top 10 defense to having literally the worst defense in the league over the summer. That just doesn't that doesn't happen. When we ended the year last year, we were top 10. Didn't lose anybody and then come back and we are the worst defense in the league. That does not. And then all he can say is we got to tackle better. We got to do better, more tackling drills. No, dude. These are professional athletes. We know how to tackle. Like it's something.
Sounds like it's a little bit more than that.
Yeah, it's in-house.
Sounds like
we
need a new coach.
I saw a meme on Facebook. It was like one thing has to go. It was like daiquiris.
Yeah, I posted that.
That was you. Vignettes. Shellfish, Dennis Allen, and I looked at a comment underneath there. It was like, I'm allergic to shellfish, but I know Dennis Allen got it. Like everybody just hates him, man.
That's crazy. All right, fellas, good show. Glad to be back, and
absolutely
appreciate everybody's time and participation.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we thank the audience. Thanks for listening to the Me and D Monday Night NFL Wrap Up Show. We are out.
We're out. Thanks for listening.